To Chula Vista now, where residents there are voting on a new city attorney. Simone Silva, the man elected for that position, died before the actual vote was held, and now people need to decide who will finish his term. Here is a look at tonight's results, and as you can see, it's definitely a pie that is sliced up relatively evenly, with 39% between Bart Maisfeld and Marco Verdugo, and then 22% with Dan Smith-Diaz. And if no one gets more than 50% of the vote, it will go to a runoff. And our Sarah Alegre is joining us live now in the South Bay with more. Sarah.
Well, good evening to you, Kathleen. We're currently at Karina's restaurant here in Chula Vista. This is where Bart Maisfeld's camp is currently gathering right now, celebrating their win, their close victory tonight. Of course, it's way too soon to tell, but he is leading in the polls. Now, like you said, trailing not too far behind is Marco Verdugo. The two right now neck and neck, really separated by a little over 1% of the vote this evening, though the two candidates vying to fill that vacant city attorney seat that's left voters here in the South Bay without a city attorney for over a year now.
Early results are showing that the voters do want me to be city attorney. You know, I was city attorney before.
Bart Maisfeld leading Tuesday night in the polls to fill a year-long vacant city attorney seat.
Experience for this job really counts. It really matters.
And while the results aren't said and done, he's looking ahead to what's to come.
First thing I want to do is build that city attorney's office back up right away. I want to work on our transparency, our accountability.
Trailing neck and neck is Marco Verdugo.
It's been a humbling experience.
A Chula Vista native running on topics like public safety, proper city spending, and affordable housing.
My first job would be to restore this office. This office has been decimated by people leaving. We're down a few attorneys, so we need to make sure that we get the people in here with experience.
The race comes after the late city attorney Simone Silva was elected last November shortly after his passing. Dan Smith-Diaz lost to Silva in that race by less than 1%, but is lagging in the polls Tuesday night.
People need to get out there and be heard, and their council members should be voting as they want to see the votes go.
With both Maisfeld and Verdugo close in line Tuesday, the two continue to push for ethics, truth, and accountability as current council member Andrea Cardenas waits for her day in court after receiving federal fraud charges just last week.
We have to make sure that we follow the rules in open government. We don't have backroom deals. We don't have things that are going on that the people can't see. And so I know how to do that.
Everyone is entitled to their day in court. The residents of Chula Vista are entitled to leaders that they trust and representation that they can trust. And right now, that trust is gone.
And the results just updating. Bart Maisfeld, I should say, is currently leading at 40%. Marco Verdugo currently at 38%. So the two very close right now, neck and neck. Now, whoever wins this race will finish out the remainder, I should say, of Silva's current term, which ends in December of 2026. But someone has to get 50% or more of the vote. So if that does not happen, then the two will head off to a runoff race, which is set, like you said, Kathleen, for March 5th of next year. For now, that's the latest here from Chula Vista. Sarah Alegre, Fox 5 News.